Christine D'Amico is the teacher of the class who, on her own initiative, raised the required funds for this particular program. She ran bake sales, she had contributions from parents, contributions from companies, private companies, invested money into the program. And the children, I think, are responding with enthusiasm and energy.
I was homesick, and my sister had lent me this program that she's decided to use with her daughter at home. So I said, all right, I'll look at it. Finally, I had the time to look at it. It was the very last week of June. And after I looked at it, after I saw it, I knew that this was the program that I had to have in my classroom. So what I did was, I talked my girlfriend, who was running a reading center, into buying the program. And I started to tutor 2 children who had graduated from 1st grade and they did not even know what a letter was. They did not even know these children could not read at all. And they graduated 1st grade, and that was they had a whole language program. So I told these nervous mothers that once we get this program, that I will guarantee that they will be ready by September. I worked with the children just 3 hours a week, and the parents worked with the children on their own to push them with the singing the songs and learning. And by September, they were ready to read. Then I decided I had to have this program in my classroom. There was no way I was going to be able to teach at all reading. I didn't want to teach. Who wants to teach reading the way I was teaching it before, when I knew how powerful this program could? And I wanted to see it. I wanted to see what it was like in the classroom, too.
Christine called the school district only to find that funds were not available.
I hung up the phone and I cried. And then I said, no. I said, no. I said, I need that program and I'm going to get it. And I got back up on my feet and I said, somehow I'm going to raise the money to get this program. So I decided that I was going to, I figured out that it would only cost each child $60, each parent $60 to fund this program. So I figured out that I was going to ask the parents. So I held a meeting in the beginning of the year. I called the parents together. I got about 13 out of my 24 parents there. And I arranged for them to come early in the morning at 8 o'clock, the first Friday of the week, the first beginning week of the school, and they attended. I prepared charts. I prepared my presentation. I explained to them that I could teach their children that, first of all, that their children were in a bottom 2nd grade class. That means that their children were not reading. I explained to them that their children did not have a chance unless we gave them a powerful program. And I told them that I could teach the whole language method, which is where we look at the words and we learn from the context of the story. And I said, basically whole language works with a child who's already familiar with the language. They really can't, your children are not gonna do too well with that. And then I said, and then we have this program which I've come upon, which I have researched, and I believe it's gonna work. And sing, spell, read, and write. And I'm telling you, I remember the way the parents were seated in the classroom. They were on the edge of their seats. They said to me, if you would have told us, we would have brought our checkbooks today. We would have signed our money right over because we want our children. Then there were, and not only that, but there were parents raising their hands testifying to the fact that they had other children in this school that were not reading. There were 3 or 4 parents who couldn't do it, and I figured I would just cover them. But it turned out that we had 4 bake sales after school at 3 o'clock. We held a bake sale out in the yard, and we made so much money from those bake sales. It turned out that one of the parents in my classroom works for Lehman Brothers, and that company has a matching program. So that parents made out a check for $300, and Lehman Brothers matched that $300. So all in all, this program was paid for above and beyond. It's really been an adventure. It's been so exciting. I can't tell you how beautiful the children are reading. They're just reading. They're beautiful. And the program is working. They're writing. I mean, they're writing. They've been writing stories. They're responding in their homeworks in full sentences. They're reading this every day. I put a new story on the board and they read it. But it's not that it's not some, even they know why. They know that after why do we say science? Because the C says, because there's an I in there after the C. They know the ins and outs of the language, and it's giving them, you're really giving them something. The program is not difficult to learn. The video is 3 hours long. I sat through the whole thing for 3 hours. I did not take my eyes off of that video. I learned how to teach reading in 3 hours, literally. And then I rewatch it, you know, to gain and to glean more. But the program is not, the program is so well, this program is developed by a teacher. This program is not coming from somebody in the university who does not know the classroom. This program is written by a colleague, somebody who spent years and years working it and refining it and finding out what is working inside the classroom. You can't write a program for a classroom without being in the classroom. You can't. What kind of program is that? And so this program is easy. Is made so easy to learn to teach it and to teach it is simple. That's why I'm saying I am set. I am set for the rest of my teaching career on teaching reading. I remember in the teacher's manual, it's one of the teachers wrote to Sue Dixon and she said, "Thank you for teaching me how to teach reading. I never knew how to teach reading. Thank you." You know, and what a crime! What a shame! All us teachers. I mean, how much? 4 years plus 2 more years, and we don't know how to teach reading. What a travesty! Many teachers, especially new teachers, we don't know how to teach spelling. How do you teach spelling? This program will teach you how to teach spelling. You will be so natural. It will come right through the whole program. This program brings in spelling. Not only that, there's a book that has in it the tests, the handwriting instructions, the words. This program, there's called the Raceway book, that is like the Bible, the Bible of this program, and this program is so well built that you don't have to make Xeroxes and Xerox everything. You know, it's in there. The tests are right in there. Even the creative writing, if you want to use your creative writing, there's creative writing right in there. So you don't have to go around gathering from other programs. So I think it's an all-in-one program, brings everything in together. What's also really good about this program is that at the end of every step, oh, I love this part of the program. You are constantly, I have never been in touch with my children so much as with this program. Every day I'm evaluating them. Every day I'm seeing how their spelling is. Every day they get a spelling test and every day I check it. So every day, which may seem like a lot of work to some teachers, but you know, you don't have to do it every day. I mean, I guess you can do it the next day. You can check it the next day. I just choose to return them the same test every day to give them that positive reinforcement. And I also, I've never felt them so close to me. You know, I never knew exactly where they were. But with this program, I'm monitoring them. At the end of every step, there's a test, a vocabulary test, a listening test, and then also a comprehension, a written comprehension, substantial 7-page test that every child is taking, and every child is monitored, and every child is tested, and every child goes, you know, and I see how every child is doing. Never before. With your old reading program, when do you test a child? At the end of the year. You're not testing them constantly. You're not seeing where they're at. You're not seeing their weaknesses. And you're not seeing if they're grasping. So that's what I love. I love that. And I would say to any teacher, you know, you want to know what they're doing. You don't want to be in shock at the end of the year when you give them that test, that reading test. You want to be confident that they can take a test and that they're reading and that they're comprehending. If there's any teachers out there that if you ever wanted something, get it. You can do it. Your parents will support you. I'm hoping that whoever hears this and whoever sees this, that they too will be encouraged and inspired, and that they will take a chance to stand out on a limb.